Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing? Raymond, come on right in here. My name is Natalie Nugent-O'Shea. I am the Executive Director of the Celtic Junction Arts Centre. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Celtic Junction.
Agus is misha Raymond O'Keerain as Ardwaha, agus Tammy and Shaw leis an grúpa ó Éireann atá gulabheith ag ceol Jeeve níos muille.
Oh, he's just getting warmed up. Wait a minute. The Irish language is going to be a big part of tonight because this is our inaugural Dara Seachtain na Gaeilge, which is our Irish language weekend, and it is kicking off our big Irish Arts Week.
Agus maratá sa go leor agah seo an chéad Jeru Seachtaine na Gaeilge an seo ag Celtic Junction Arts Centre agus tamajalig bís riv an Sproule a bheith a na nacht.
Sproule is the best word. That means fun, in case you guys wanted to know. We are so honored to welcome our very special visitors. Raymond is here as part of a delegation from Armagh in Ireland. There are very special visitors through this entire week. You can take a look at social media to see what we have been doing together today, this week actually, for a long time. It's been a long week. But we also have some very special members who are here from the La Courte Ojibwe community who will be celebrating with us tonight. Did you get all that, Raymond?
Agus and Natalie, nach sinne atá sonna a bheith an seo an ballachar fad ó Ardwaha, le bheith ag teagaisc, le bheith ag ceol, le bheith ag canú, ag gidseachta le muintir ó Sullivan Foster, an sonna go Joe a bheith an seo.
So, we're going to tell you a little bit more. I tease Raymond, I understand some, but not all of it. So I'm working very hard on my Irish. We wanted to let you know the way this came about is because we met while we put together a program that we named Anamchairde, so Soul Friends. And we brought together the ideas of friendship and camaraderie across the waters and across cultures.
Hannig mid le chéile a dús baie le clár lína a dhéanú, a bhí dírithe an nasc leidir idir muintir na hÉireann agus na bundúchasaí an seo i Meice.
So, before we get started, we want to say that our Armagh guests will be kicking off the evening with some very special tunes and songs, but Raymond has a few special thanks he'd like to offer first.
Gajirach, muintir Ardwaha a chorthaí tús leis an ihe, agus bhhaid linne, mujinne ó Ardwaha, ar muochas a ggóil leis na daoine agus leis na grúpaí a thug tacaíocht doing, cultúr Éireann, Foras na Gaeilge, Courte an Uair, an Uairn agus an Dún agus Elaine.
All right, with that, we would like to introduce our musicians. You guys come on up. We'll start right here with Kenny Courte, Elaine Sullivan, Patricia Vallely, and Fergal O'Brien. Give them a warm welcome, everybody.
You're very quiet. We're not used to this. Thanks very much, Natalie. So as we play our sets tonight, I'm just going to say I'm going to thank people who we've had the pleasure of meeting and working with this week. We had a great week. You can see from the bags around the eyes now, but we've had great fun. And I just want to start by thanking the Celtic Junction Arts Centre for being great hosts to us all throughout the week, the whole team. So thanks very much, and a round of applause, please. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to kick off with a set of jigs. The first one is called The Humours of Ennis-Steinman, and the second one is a lovely tune written by Joni Madden, and it's called The Cat's Meow. So we hope you enjoy. Thank you. much. That was lovely. Thank you. We're going to just move on with our programme here, and I'm going to play a hornpipe that I learnt from the playing of Vincent Tighe. He was a Cavan man, but we were lucky then that he moved over to Coventry, which is where I was born and bred. And I'm going to play that hornpipe in his memory. He died a good number of years ago, but he was a great influence on us as young people growing up in England. So this one's for Vincent Tighe, and it's called The Westerner. And we're going to follow it with a reel called The Sailor on the Rock. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So when you've spent a week with people and very, very close contact, you get to know about looks. So I don't know if you picked up there, but Patricia gave me a particular look as I started that hornpipe because I actually played the home ruler and not the Westerner, so my apologies, and thanks, Patricia. So I'm going to hand over to Patricia here, who's going to introduce our next song.
Okay, I'm going to start off with a song. It's just been very popular since about the 1990s when it was made famous by Mary Black, written by an Englishman actually, called Phil Cocha, I think is his surname. I can't quite pronounce his second name ever, but and it's called Song for Ireland. Walking all the day near tall towers where falcons build their nests. Silver wing they fly gone down to the sea, living on your western shore. Saw summer sunset, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea and sang a song for Ireland, drinking all the day in old pubs where fiddlers love to play. Someone touched a bow, he played a reel that seemed so light and gay. Stood on Dingle Beach and cast in a wild foam, we found Atlantic bass, living on your western shore. Saw summer sunset, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea and sang a song for Ireland, dreaming in the night. I saw a land where no man had to fight, waking in your dawn. I saw you crying in the morning light, lying where the falcons fly. They twist and turn in your blue sky, living on your western shore. Saw summer sunset, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea and I sang a song for Ireland.
So that's Patricia Vallely, originally from Derrynews, County Armagh. Well done, Patricia, that was lovely. So before we introduce the next set, we want to say a big thank you to the crew at the Centre for Irish Music here as well, who have made us so welcome. We initially met a lot of them. You're trying to take me out here with a bow now. We initially met them online through a project of exchanging tunes, and I knew from the moment that I met Norah and Brian that it was going to be a good thing. So we want to thank everybody, to all the teachers and to all the kids who have been so welcoming this week. We've had great fun with you, and thank you. So we're going to move on with a set of slip jigs now. The first one is a Michael McGoldrick slip jig, and it's called The Farewell to Wally Range. The second one, and this is a funny one now, because the second one is called The Humours of Whiskey, and the third one is Go to the Well for a Drink of Water. So figure that one. Hope you enjoy.
And I'll try my best to do this justice, because I'm going to dedicate the next air to my 2-day-old granddaughter. So as you can imagine, all the action was happening at home when we were having the action over here. So, but I was delighted that mother and baby, my daughter Annie, and we still have to wait for a name. But you can take your time on these things. And the tune that I'm going to do is one that my sister composed for her wedding, and it was called The Waltz of the White Lilies. My sister Kate, some of you might be aware of a group called Janta. She, myself, my brother and my sister, they were both in that group in Janta. And this was a tune that she composed for her wedding, and she came down the aisle and she lifted her fiddle. And they done it rightly, and he lifted his guitar. Paul McSherry, he was with a group called Tamlin, so the pair of them made good music. Marriage made, I don't know, from the bar. But there was 3 rows then with harps and pipes and stuff joined them, so a lot of people learned it. It was a lovely, and then they recorded that later on, I think Whisper of the Secret on that album. So we'll try and give it justice today for the wee granddaughter.
Thank you very much. We're going to continue now, or I'm going to continue with a song just on my own in the what's called the sean-nós, unaccompanied style. without rhythm, and I'm going to try a song, Ascailga, which unfortunately I'm not fluent, but I have a few words, and this is a song written by a very local poet from Cregan in South Armagh, Art McCooey. And in this song, he sort of expresses his wish to be buried among the O'Neill clan in their vault in Cregan Graveyard, which is very much in the heart of South Armagh. So here we go. Oreilles and Cregan, Shadel meirer fwy vron, Slerin manja, Hanek and Anya, Famayen lepoik, Vigris ruagarki, Agus linjer na cave maror, Spike lunch and doen, Ave kawar keran rianoik. Ailer harandi, na kaicher hasag in yel tavron. Ageri go tapi, agus ashri lam shir sarod. Go cheer yas namala, na Fergal chirem go foil. Your evening sarali, dama valusale shim secure. Arin is Jesha, and to Helen fartre du slow. Nandanim rajasa, far nasasuvi janta glow. Kachirin sakrinya, Narilhu arel kan hyo. Lermin lat mahawalcha, vei kagarni lat shir sarod.
Thank you, Patricia. That was lovely. So, just before Kenny introduces the next set of tunes, we'd like to thank Patrick O'Donnell for everything he's done this week. So, Patrick, a big boolabus from us. Thank you.
We have this wee next set of tunes. Patrick, we're going to have 3 polkas now. So on the weekends, back in Ireland, mostly, up in Ulster, the northern part there, I would be playing in a wedding band, and you can have a fairly normal wedding, pretty well-behaved people, and then we would put away the normal Van Morrisons and say, okay, guys, we're going to have a polka. And I don't know what it is about a polka, but the whole place goes mental, and stays mental. So just feel free to go mental if you want to these polkas. We got 3 tunes. The first one is waltzes going into the prelude. I'm not checking the time. I've got them written in my hand. The first one's waltzes, and then into the prelude, and then into Kelly's. So we're going to have a couple of wee tunes on the tin whistle here, and Fergal.
Hang on.
Oh, no, we're not. We're actually not.
No, we're just missing a whistle. So, Shibs, if you're down there.
Talk about the tunes then.
We're so just love to tell you about my life story.
Kenny
Hey.
did this on purpose. He
Do
always
we have
does
a
this.
do we have a PowerPoint screen here? I've just got a few pictures from last year's holiday to Kilkeel. No, listen. So I will introduce the tunes. The first one is by just a legend from Armagh City who is called Brian Finnegan, a whistle extraordinaire. And the biggest compliment I've ever had is when someone said, "Is that Brian Finnegan up there?" Sadly not. But so this is called The Road to Oreilles. It's a great, great tune. And then it goes into another tune called The High Drive that we borrowed off our pipe band friends, our Scottish pipe band friends, because we got a lot of Scottish pipe bands in the north of Ireland, way too many. And so every now and again we take a wee tune off them, but we don't tell them. Shh.
And before we get into this, I want to do a very, very special thanks to Mike Sullivan and all his clan for the welcome we got. We got a welcome that, honest to God, we'll never forget. At the powwow, that school, up on the Lac Oreilles. I always get this wrong, but I'll tell you, they'll keep us right when we come back. But like, honestly, I'll give a huge big welcome to these guys, and you're really in for a treat with these guys.
We're going to have a mystery dancer for this piece as well, but we're not going to tell you which one of us it is, but it's going to be one of us. Hey. Fair play, Elaine O'Sullivan. Well done indeed.
Okay. The next tune, we're going to do this, and this came out of the project that Natalie and Raymond were telling you about at the very start for Seachtain na Gaeilge last year, the Kindred Spirits. It was very much a thank you to the Choctaw Nation, if you go back into the history, and the donation that they gave to the Irish during the famine. And obviously there's a beautiful sculpture down in Courte. You'll be well aware of that one with the lovely wings. But we did our own kind of version of this in South Armagh. So there was 2 tunes that were composed. You'll hear one later on from one of our guys, E. Murphy. But there was a song that was done. And this is the song we're going to do now. And I want to pay a very, very special tribute to a friend of ours called Finbar McGee from Whitecross. And if you have never heard songs like Belfast Love, just Google it, and you'll hear it's the most beautiful, beautiful music. This man is a wonderful composer. So this song tells its own story. So I don't need to say another word about it, but it was also translated into Gaelic at one stage as well. There's a fellow called Pierce Larkin from Crossmaglen has done a version, thanks to Raymond Cairns here that you met earlier on. He did the translations into Gaelic. So we're going to do the version now from Finbar McGee, Emma.
I heard it was Irish soldiers driving Choctaw from their land, who spoke of the Irish hunger Choctaw saw to understand. It echoed in their hearts as they'd suffered under Jackson's pen. They gathered all they could part with to ease suffering in other men. To the sound of ancient wood pipes, to the rhythm of the drum, a pulse was sent through the universe. We were meant to beat as one. 4,000 miles is a long way to people you don't even know, to show the kind of charity Choctaw were never shown. Betrayed by broken promises, their compassion still survived. They blazed a trail for humanity, giving all to keep some alive. To the sound of ancient wood pipes, to the rhythm of the drum, a pulse was sent through the universe. We were meant to beat as one. Cruel chains of history, kindred spirits emerge entwined, one thread of generosity tied to nations for all time. For no more lands of hunger, no more trail of tears. We can give or we can plunder. The choice in my is clear. To the sound of ancient wood pipes, to the rhythm of the drum, a pulse was sent through the universe. We were meant to beat as one. We were meant to beat as one.
Thanks very much, everyone. I think I'd agree that's an absolutely stunning, stunning song. It really is. And every time I hear it, I just get goosebumps. So I'm going to call on Des Murphy from South Armagh. He's in the house. Des has been travelling with us as part of the tourism project as well. So Des has a few presentations to make. And just before Des comes up, just on behalf of the whole group, I want to thank everybody who hosted this week. I think we're going back with another COVID stone, as we call it, but we've been really, really well looked after. I don't want to start naming people individually because I'm frightened that I might miss somebody out. So to all those people who welcomed us into their houses and their homes and put on lovely spreads of food and a wee bit of drink as well, we've had a really, really wonderful week, and we thank you all from our hearts, from the bottom of our hearts, for your great hospitality. So thank you. A round of applause from everyone, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a terribly shy person, so I'll make this quick. My name's Des Murphy, South Armagh. It's a bit of a joke sometimes, but Des Murphy, South Armagh. I'm chair of the Ring of Gullion Landscape Partnership Scheme, an area of outstanding natural beauty, 8 to 10,000 years of mythology and archaeology. Now, you'll get us on ringofgullion.org, so I'm asking anybody here in this room to check us out and come and see us. Fiercely independent, but a very proud people. We had an unbelievable week. We're still here. And I am here representing really the City Council. And the couple of awards I'm going to give, or thank yous I'm going to give, is on behalf of our City Mayor. So can I call up, first of all, Natalie, to come to the stage here to accept a gratitude plaque for the Celtic Junction Arts Centre.
So Natalie, I think it's Adrienne. Oh no, she's here. Sorry. Adrienne is coming on Mum's behalf. So
lovely. Thank you very much indeed. Secondly, and more importantly, not Natalie's not important, but the entire O'Shea family. Can I call Cormac up, please? Or another family member? I come from a family of 10 children, so it'll be a long night. And I married a woman of 14 children. Here we go. Thank you very much indeed. You're very welcome. Not much into technology, but the first time I met this gentleman was over Zoom. I don't think anybody ever heard that word a couple of years ago. But an absolute gent, and a lot of knowledge, and it was so good a host of all us here on the stage and give us great insight to this area. Can I call to the stage Patrick O'Donnell, please? You always get help from the side here. Can I also call to the stage Norah, please, from the Centre for Irish Music, St. Paul, Minnesota. Another fantastic host. Watch your hand. You're very, very welcome. Thank you very much indeed. The very last thing I'll say to you people from this area, Irish hospitality is famous the world over, but the hospitality we've met and the different people that we've met over this last week has just blown us all away, and we're all very, very grateful. Last we thank is to the boss of all this. You'll never see the boss behind the whole show, is Siobhan Downey. Just a big round of applause for Siobhan Downey. Thank you.
Folks, we're just going to wrap up our wee set here with two reels. The first one is Love at Its Endings, and that's followed by Hunter's House. Thank you very much. You've been a brilliant audience. Give yourselves a wee clap there.
A huge thank you to our visitors from Armagh. Enjoy the intermission, and we'll be back with some more music from the Sullivan family and from the Centre for Irish Music, and then our finale all together. So stay tuned.
We do this all year long. We don't just have this much fun once a year. We do Irish culture, Irish arts, Irish parties, 365 days a year. And you can find that here at the Celtic Junction in so many ways. I have to tell you about them. So right here in this room, we have concerts and events and parties all the time. So you've got to follow and figure out what are we doing that you would absolutely love. Another thing that I have to say, if you have a sec, go up and visit our beautiful library. We have one of the most beautiful rooms in this whole building just above. It's a cultural library. You guys can come and do genealogy and research. We have beautiful exhibitions. Next to it, we just opened for today for our Dara Shakta na Gaeilge, our brand new classroom. And you can take classes upstairs or virtually and through this entire building. We have O'Shea Irish Dance teaches dance classes. Of course, on the other side of the building, Centre for Irish Music has music classes from all ages, literally, from 0 to ephemeral. You can take classes with the Centre for Irish Music, probably as an angel. The harps are gorgeous. You guys are going to hear from them very shortly here at this concert. And we all work together to do special things like our outreach programs for children. We go into the schools, and of course stuff like this. Right now we are here for the Irish Arts Week. We have a lot of really neat things coming up that if you haven't heard about them, want to make sure tomorrow you know we're going to have a Boran workshop with the lovely Fergal O'Brien, who is just up here. We will have songs with our own resident sage, Dáithí Sproule, in Irish, of course, as part of our Irish Language Weekend. We will have a special film showing of Misha Era. If you're not familiar, it's a film in Irish. It'll have English subtitles, so you can follow along with me. And we will have Raymond O'Kieran giving a special talk about the importance of that movie and how it really served the Irish language. And then Dáithí will come and speak about how transformative the work that Sean Oreilles did in that film. That's tomorrow night, if you can come on back. And the fun keeps going. On Sunday, we've actually also got a library exhibition that's opening. You might be able to get a sneak peek of it tonight, but come and join us as we talk about the Irish American Club that was here for many years. And then a special theatrical presentation from a guest from Ireland. His name is Monaghan Magan, and he is coming with his production out of the Abbey Theatre. That is Aran Agasim. He will literally bake and break bread right on this stage with you and everyone here. It is not to be missed. Many other things happening, concerts through June. This is such a big one, you guys. If you don't have it on your calendar, Centre for Irish Music hosts their Minnesota Irish Music Weekend, and that's coming up in June. Norah wants me to make sure you know, 9th through the 12th. Mark that on your calendars. We will also be visited here for the Minnesota Irish Music Weekend by an Irish song teacher, so it's a chance to practice your Irish yet again. Now, before I go any further, one of the things that I have learned through my moments and through these incredible programs that we have had with our Native friends is that the first thing that we should normally do is give thanks, but I thought it was more appropriate at the start of this. And I was given a gift of sweetgrass. And this is the first time I've ever smelled, not today, but when I was given this gift, it was the first time I've ever smelled the sweetgrass. And I want to give it to you for being here, to all the organizations who make the Celtic Junction a home here, and especially as we welcome onto the stage the Sullivan family, in thanks and in thanksgiving. A little ephemera for you. Please welcome to the stage Lenny, Lexi, oh, I just lost the name, Preston, Niju, and Mike Sullivan. The Sullivan Squad, everyone.
How's everybody doing tonight? All right, how about a big round of applause for Act 1? How was the first half of the show? Make some noise, man, it was awesome. So we are the Sullivan Squad. We come from the Oreilles Ojibwe Reservation up near Hayward, Wisconsin. And we made friends with our Irish visitors here over the course of the whole coronavirus pandemic, and we were meeting through Zoom and talking about music and talking about our cultures and our histories as a people. And we have so many things in common with our relatives from across the pond there. So we work really hard in our community with regard to the retention of our culture, our music, and our language, our Ojibwe language. So we were asked to come share some songs with you guys here tonight from our neck of the woods, and we're going to share some round dance songs off our new album. We recorded a new family album, a round dance song. So if anybody's interested, they have them for sale out there, and we have them on us as well, so $20, and it's got 17 songs on it. So if you like the music, you can take some home, and if you've grown out of the CD era, it's available on your major streaming services as well, so Apple Music and everything else. So we're going to sing a song for you. The first song we're going to sing is called Gunawaba Mishanong, and this song is it's dedicated to all of our mourners, everybody who lost somebody over the course of the pandemic. One of my little brothers back home on the reservation, he asked me to compose a song when things were getting really bad with regard to COVID and it was closing in on our community. And we started to lose people that we knew. And so when my little brother came to me and he asked me to compose a song for all the mourners and show us a better way to treat each other while we're still here, because we live in it can be a nasty world that we live in sometimes, and sometimes we need a reminder on how we're supposed to be to one another. So that's what this song's all about, and I hope it touches you and it lifts you if you lost somebody. I hope it does something for you. So here we go. So again, the style of songs that we're singing are known as round dance songs. And round dance songs typically are sung for round dances in a dance where we come together, social celebrations, and join hands and dance clockwise around the singers. And if we had more room, we could show you all how to do it. So the next song we're going to sing is a little more up-tempo, a little more kind of jamming song. We kind of want to mix up the styles a little bit and bring up the energy level. So feel free to cheer us on and make some noise. Here we go, song number 2. So we mentioned our album and a lot of songs on our album, and some of them are sung in our Anishinaabe language, our Ojibwe language, like the first song. That was with Ojibwe lyrics. Now that song we just sang, the second one, there's no words in that song. We just call it a straight song. So it consists of vocables, the wayas and the heyas. Those don't really mean anything. They're like notes we sing, you know. And in order to learn one of our songs, you have to hear it enough times. It's an oral tradition. There's no writing system for writing down our music. So every song that we know, every song that we carry, we know because we heard it enough times and we can repeat it. And skilled singers can learn new songs really fast. Now, when we went out to Phoenix, we went to Phoenix to record the album last spring, and it was kind of the nick of time. You know, all my kids, we've all been singing since we were little. I was probably about Lenny's age when I first started learning how to sing. And then when my oldest son, Niju, was born, he learned how to sing right away. He picked it up, the beat, everything. My second son, Preston, and then Lexi came along and started singing behind us. And then Lenny started singing, you know, probably before he could walk. So we picked it up really easy. And when we went to Phoenix to record, it was a nick of time, because one thing about a powwow singer, especially the boys, when you hit puberty, makes it a little hard to hit those high notes, eh? So when we got there, everybody was crisp. Niju had just got done going through that change and starting to get control of his man voice. And Preston was right before that change, you know. So had we done it a couple weeks later, it would have sounded a lot different. So it was a good timing. So the next song we're going to sing, some of our songs contain English lyrics, especially the lovey-dovey or the funny, humorous songs. We'll sometimes put English lyrics in there. And so this next song we're going to sing has English lyrics and Ojibwe lyrics. And the English lyrics translate for the Ojibwe lyrics, so we don't have to tell you what it means. If you listen, you'll hear the translation. All right, we got one more for you. So we're going to try to get the crowd involved a little bit. You guys want to play along? All right. So I'm going to teach you the easiest song in the world, at least the easiest round dance song in the world. So if you can't pick this one up, I don't know what to tell you. All right, here's how it's going to go. So it's kind of going to be like a call and answer kind of thing. We'll practice first, and then we'll sing it for real, all right? One thing to say about the song, so we're the Sullivan Squad, right? Look us up on Facebook and Instagram. We just started a account, so. But anyway, we're the Sullivan Squad, which tells you we might have a little Irish lineage, eh? So my grandmother, my Ojibwe grandmother on my Ojibwe side, she was on one of the sort of relocation movements when the United States government was relocating Native Americans off of reservations into urban areas. She was one of those Native people sent to the big city in Chicago, is where she met my Sullivan grandpa. So that's where the Irish comes into play. So we just hosted our Irish visitors on our reservation on Wednesday, and they were a big hit. Hopefully someday they'll come back and stay a little longer next time. But we had a lot of fun, and our community was really, really, moved by their performance and their music, so I want to thank them. But I told you about when we were meeting on Zoom and planning out a song for that documentary they did, the Kindred Spirits film there. And through that time of our meeting, I got this song. This song came to me as like a gift. You know, we believe our songs come from somewhere else, and we don't sit down and try to write songs. They come from somewhere. And so this song came to me through the course of all that, and when we put it on the album, we dedicated it to our relatives from Ireland. So that's the song we're going to teach you, and it's really super easy, so you guys can go home and sing it in the shower and sound better in the shower, right? All right, so here's how it goes. I'm just going to hum a little bit. These guys are going to answer me, so I'll go like this. Way, 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 oh. Way, han. Way, 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 oh. Way, ha. Way, 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 oh. Way, ha. Way, 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 oh. Way, ha. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. So easy, right? All you got to do is say way, ha. But you got to put some feeling in it. You just can't just way, ha, way, ha. So check out the tune one more time. We'll sing it a little bit higher this time. Way, way, oh. Way, ha. Way, 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 oh. Way, ha. Way, 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 oh. Way, ha. Way, hey, hey, oh. Awesome. See, if only every song was that easy, we'd be great powwow singers. All right, we're going to jam it out live now. Feel free to kick it out with us here. That was number 5 on the CD. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having us. Awesome. Miigwech. A shout out to our Baki right here in the front row. Shaway na min.
Hello, hello. I just dropped in to see you all. I'll only stay a while. So wasn't that amazing? This is one of those follow that moments. But I'm going to invite Mike Sullivan on to sing with me. Agus seo áran ar inmuid ar video fáinne Anamchairde bhí an bliana hain agus Rani mission an Todd an seo na hílme go cuid den spirit na talún agus spirit na clinne in san áran. This is a song that I chose to do, and we did a kind of video version of it with Mike singing in the latter part of the song. It's a very famous air, an Rótuigh Garig. And even though the song is small, there's only 2 little verses, somehow it's a very big air. And the idea is somebody is going to the rock. Have you been at the rock? And did you see my beautiful loved one there? And there's a long list of the descriptions of her beauty. And then the answer comes back, yes, I was there, and yes, I saw her. And the first question he was asking, how was she? Was she in distress? And he's answering back, yes, I saw her, your lovely Valentine, the word Valentine's in it, but she's okay. But, so it could be taken as a love song, but a lot of us interpret it as a more spiritual piece, say in relation to the Mass Rock, where did you see, was the Mass safe and so on. So anyhow, I just thought of the idea of the rock and the earth, and that it would be a lovely one to do with Mike. So we'll give it a whirl. An Rótuigh Garig, ná an Wakatú hen Mogre. Ná an Wakatú gile agus finne agus céim na Now an Wakatú an stú van Bachoras Bavelche Bla. Now an Wakatú mo Valentine. Now an Welshi Daclí Moratham. Da vi second gari is the hannik mein dogre is the hannik me gille agus finne agus geef na is the hannik me en stu van bahora stavel shebola is the hannik me da Valentine agus níl sí da clí mar a Thanks very much. That was wonderful. So we're going to invite the rest of the CAM band orchestra on now. Norah and Mary and Claire and Adrian and Murren. So give them a big round of applause. The CAM orchestra.
We're going to sing a few songs for you and then get some of our new friends up with us, hopefully, if they're still out there. So this is a wonderful night, and the CIM is a music school it's an Irish traditional music school that's right on the other side of this building. And it's a great community, and so we have some teachers up here and some students and some parents and children, and I'm going to introduce Adrienne O'Shea, and she's been learning songs for a long time, since she was a baby, really, but I started teaching her a few songs when she was 7 or 8, and I would give her one song, and she would come back the next week and sing the entire thing for me, all by heart, and then I'd give her another song, and she'd learn the whole entire thing the next week, and I have taught Adrienne every single song I think I ever knew. She loves songs, and this one she learned from Dáithí, so I'll let her introduce this one.
Well, the song we're going to sing, it's called In the Shún Rawa, and I learned this from Dáithí quite a few years ago. I think he used to sing it with my mom when I was just a little kid. But eventually I sat down and I got the proper words and I learned it and I competed it in Ireland and in the Midwest, and now I just really enjoy singing it with Dáithí. So we're going to sing In the Shún Rawa for you. Thank you.
Shall
So I'm going to welcome up onto the stage Danielle Emblem, who is a wonderful fiddle player and a dancer, and she's going to dance for us. She's going to tell us a little bit about the step she's about to dance.
Thanks, Norah. Tanjikia, Danielle Dishnikishin, un jiges y un juillet de violin nia. Pi escoyoti pemshwik nia, aish la famille de ma mushum, michif wiawau. So hello, I'm Danielle, and thank you to Norah for inviting me to come up and do some steps in this set tonight. And I thought it would be appropriate to dance some of the steps that my grandfather grew up with in Manitoba. And that was just the language that he grew up with, Michif. My grandfather was Métis, and I just said, as many of you know, I'm a step dancer and fiddler, and hello, my name is Danielle. And so I thought it would be nice to share some of the Michif language since we're all here celebrating Indigenous languages today. So Saint-François Xavier dans la rivière Rouge, Ustikianan, Pipetier, Lapierre, McPherson, Gagnon, Aimont, Mi Paranti, Kayash Ostichen. My family comes from the Red River Valley, which is the home of the Métis people. And one of the ways that Métis connect to the Métis Nation is through family names. So I just shared some of my family names, and as you might have recognized, many of them were French. One of them was Scottish. And that's because the Métis Nation is born out of relationships between people from Europe and First Nations people. And the Michif language is a combination of, or the Michif version of the Michif language I'm speaking is a combination of Cree and French. And the dancing is also a combination. And it's pretty wonderful to find that the steps and tunes that my grandfather grew up with fit very well with our Irish traditions that we all practice here. So I'm going to do some hornpipes that come from the old Irish dancing master tradition. And these dancing masters, their tradition is related to Italian, French, Irish, Scottish, English, and North American cultures. So these steps have a relationship coming all the way over here as well. And then we'll play some reels, and I'll dance some shanos, old style Irish steps, and some Red River jig steps. Marcy?
One, two, 1, 2. Thank you, Danielle. Whew. Well, we're gonna sing a song. I'm gonna sing one song for you. This is a lullaby, and I think the last time I sang this on stage, I had my first child, Henry Miller, in my belly, and he was about to come out. And I sang this song for him, and he's 9 years old now. And I think I forgot the song for 9 years, but I've been working on it this week because I wanted to sing you an Irish song. So I represent the learners in the room. And I know how many of you are here for the Irish Language Weekend. Woo! So amazing, wonderful. Good for you. I think Irish is a very challenging language to learn. And it's an absolutely beautiful language to sing in. And so I appreciate that Dáithí will sing this one with me. So this was written by, Dáithí Sproule is one of our teachers at the school, and we're so lucky to have him. And I won't wax too poetic, but he did just win a very prestigious award over in Ireland. The TG Cahir Award, and it's kind of a unique award because it was for best group, best traditional group, and it was for his group Scarabray, who he sang with when he was a young man, and it was a very influential band, and they sang in harmony, beautiful harmonies, and it was Dáithí and three siblings, the O'Donnells, and there were more than just the three, but this song was written by their father. And it was written for them. And it's a lullaby. And Adrian's going to sing with me. And hopefully you will sing with me too. If you know this one, please sing along. And if you don't know it, you'll know it by the end. So. So we're going to welcome up Elaine and Kenny and Fergal and Patricia. So come on up, and I'm going to introduce the musicians on stage. This is Olivia Wenner on the concertina. Come on up. And this is Claire Vanorny on the fiddle. Dáithí Sproule on the guitar and songs. Maureen McBurney. Adrian O'Shea. Mary Vanorny. So come on up. We're going to play the song for you, or the tune for you that we did a tune exchange with. So these are all tutors. They are all great teachers, and they have loads of students over in Armagh, and we got to play virtually with them. So tonight is a really special night because we had done these virtual collaborations. We hadn't actually met one another with the O'Sullivans and with this whole, or the Sullivan squad, and with all the musicians here and the students. So it's been really wonderful this week to meet in person, and isn't it wonderful to be at a live concert as well? What do you think? It's nice, right? So we're going to play Tony Doherty's waltz, and this is a waltz that my husband, Brian Miller, who does lots of local Irish history. In fact, he's giving a lecture, talk, and an exhibition on Sunday afternoon right here at the Junction. And he found a cassette tape of Tony Doherty. It was actually Tony's wife had said, listen, Tony, you and all the kids, you have to get together and play all your songs on the tape. And so she was the historian in the family. She organized them and got them to play all this music. And this is a waltz that Brian really liked. So we've put it in the Centre for Irish Music's common repertoire. And if you want to learn it, it's on a PDF on our website. And it's a great tune for dancing and for playing. So Tony Doherty's waltz. And it was recorded on Selby Avenue, just up near Selby Avenue and around Cleveland. So it's kind of a cool local connection, made probably back in I think it was in the late 50s, the recording was made. Well, that was amazing. So before we finish with our final set, I wanted to send out some thank yous to our tech crew and our everything crew, Natalie, Cormac, O'Shea. They work so hard. Cormac just got back from Ireland, and they have so many things on the go. So make sure you support the Celtic Junction Arts Centre. The work that they're doing is so important. Thank you. And to Joanne and to all the volunteers. There's been dozens of volunteers in and out this weekend already. So thank you so much to all of you. Thank you to all of you for coming and for supporting this night. We weren't sure what was going to happen tonight, and it's just so amazing to have you here with us, experiencing this connection that we have made over the week. So thank you very much. I was thinking it takes a lot of generosity to be someone who has a tradition to share, like these people on the stage do. You have to be knowledgeable, but you have to be adventurous, which these people are. It's so amazing that you've come. We're so honored to have you here. It's really wonderful. So you have to be adventurous, you have to be organized, you have to say, do the things you say you're going to do, and generous as well, extremely generous, and have a wonderful heart. So I think everyone that we've heard play tonight, it's just nice. That's something we have in common, and it's a great thing to have in the world. So thanks for being here with us, because you're here with us, and you have that same spirit. So we're going to do a final composition, and I wonder... Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. The best part of the night is just about to happen, and I forgot about it. We're going to hear one more song from Patricia.
Myself and Hannah, actually, yeah. And in fact, everyone, this is where you all have to take part. And again, a well-known course, so hopefully everybody can join in. And can I just say that it's been a privilege for us as well. We've met great people. And this song just about sums up the whole spirit and the whole feeling of the whole week, just making friends, and we'll meet again, hopefully. When first we met, complete awkward strangers, we did not know we'd become good friends. But how soon we came to know each other, and now I know we will meet again. So here's to you and our time together. I will share with you a parting glass, and I'll bid adieu amid smiles and laughter. Our time apart will be short and soon pass.
We spoke of dreams and of new tomorrows, of yesterday and its dark despair, had our share of love and laughter, and now we part as true friends who care. So here's to you and our time together. I will share with you a parting glass, and I'll bid adieu amid smiles and laughter. Our time apart will be short and soon pass. a long, long road. It lies before me, and fate will lead me wherever it will, through valleys deep and over mountains. I'll not forget, but remember ye still. So here's to you and our time together. I will share with you a parting glass, and I bid adieu amid smiles and laughter. Our time apart will be short and soon pass. Hannah, thank you.
Okay, this last one we're going to do, it's very, very special for us because there's a young fella, he's about age 17, from Silverbridge in South Armagh, and he composed it for us. He's about 30 tunes he composed it. He's a young man called E. McMurrachu, and I'd like to dedicate this to E, actually. But this is one of the tunes that we all kind of came together online. It's such a joy to meet people face to face. For all of you, everybody, to meet face to face now after the oppression of 2 years. So give yourselves a clap, please. So we're going to finish this. We're just going to call this Kindred Spirits. And we're going to invite the Sullivan squad back up. Woo!
Don't forget to get a CD on your way out.
Yeah. Woo.
Brand new CD. Adrian is working on an album. It's going to be out soon, right, Adrian? Yeah. And Hannah Flowers is just recording an album as well. So lots of music happens during COVID. It's so exciting. All right, so here we go. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.